Welcome to the IHSA Boys Class A Championship Basketball Tournament, presented by Country Companies. When it matters most, the country's behind you. And by Pepsi. Nothing else is a Pepsi. We've got a great day of basketball coming your way today with all four Class A quarterfinals on Sports Channel or Sports Channel Plus. Coming up first, it's 25-5 Spring Valley Hall taking on 28-3 Nashville. Hi again, everyone. I'm Steve Cashel. Great to bring you basketball action live here on Sports Channel. But before we go any further, we're going to go head down to Peoria right now. Hear from our broadcast team, one of our broadcast teams for today, calling the first game. Here's Tom Dorr and David Kaplan. Guys?
Well, we're the first tag team partners, I guess, for the day. And Cappy, what's wonderful about this is the small towns empty out and everybody comes to Peoria to watch their teams play. Nashville, our first ball club, led by a couple players. Jimmy Middleton's a guy that has been really steady for them most of the year.
Yeah, he's a guy, Tom, that will step up inside. He'll make the big shot over bigger people. He can also knock down the jump shot at 6'3". He's going to be a key guy today. He's going to have to make some shots. And his running buddy, Kelly Cruiser, the guy on the outside, is going to have to take care of the basketball, make some jump shots. Together, these two guys are worth about 24 points per ball game.
It's a big difference for them. They've got a couple people to deal with. On the other side, for Spring Valley, it's one guy. It's Sean Jepson, but boy, can he fill it up.
Yeah, Sean Jepson's a prime-time player, almost 22 points per game. As he goes, his ball club seems to go. He led his team in scoring 23 times out of 30 games.
We should have a lot of fun today. We've got the first of 4 games. And again, it's Nashville against Spring Valley. Let's go back to the studio now. Cash, take it away.
All right, Tom and David, thank you so much. We're going to send it back down to Peoria in just a few minutes, getting ready for the opening lineups and the opening tip of game number 1. But right now, we're going to take a quick timeout. Championship basketball here on Sports Channel continues with more after this. We're getting ready to send you down to Peoria, quarterfinal number 1, the Boys A Championship Tournament. But first, let's remind you of what's to come here on Sports Channel. It's a big day and a big night, both on Sports Channel and Sports Channel Plus. Now, coming up, folks, as you already know, in just a few minutes, it's Spring Valley Hall taking on Nashville. And following that game, 25-8 Madison against Normal U High, coming in with a record of 28-3. That is the other quarterfinal game. Then, coming up at 7 o'clock, it's Blackhawks game time. That's the pregame show. Coming your way with Murray Bannerman and Amy Stone tonight, followed by the drop of the puck as the Blackhawks take on the Stars in Dallas. Great hockey game tonight. Hawks coming off a big win. And don't forget, on Sports Channel Plus tonight, the other quarterfinals in Class A basketball. First of all, at 6:45. 28-2 Williamsfield taking on St. Francis de Sales. They come in with a record of 15-14, hoping to pull the upset tonight on Williamsfield. That's followed at 8:15 by Nokomis, who comes in with a record of 27-4. Taking on Warsaw, they enter with a record of 26-3. A great day of high school hoops only on Sports Channel. And once again, folks, the key to getting Sports Channel Plus is to call your local cable operator or provider to see how you can get Sports Channel Plus in your area. Again, the 2 quarterfinal games tonight are both on Sports Channel Plus. We're going to take a timeout, but we've got plenty more to come here on Sports Channel. Keep it here. Coming up shortly, Nashville and Spring Valley Hall from Peoria.
Welcome back to Carver Arena here in Peoria as we prepare for basketball. Nashville taking on Hall. And now let's go to our public address announcer, Paul Herzog.
High School Association of the City of Peoria, welcome to America's original March Madness, and also welcome to the City of Peoria. Today's quarterfinal game in Carver Arena features the Nashville Hornets of 27-5 and the Spring Valley at 25-5. At this time, please stand, address the flag with your hand over your heart as John Music of Normal Community West sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And now let's meet the rosters and starting lineups for tonight's quarterfinal game. For the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Nashville Hornets. Number 10, the 5'10" sophomore, Zach Broviak. 5'8" sophomore, number 12, Darren Dinkelman. A 5'10" sophomore, number 25, Scott Barr. A 6'1" freshman, number 32, Robert Lee. A 6'3" sophomore, number 40, Travis Smalley. A 6'2" sophomore, 41, Jody Gajewski. A 6'5" sophomore, number 44, Brian Pisecki. And a 6'3" sophomore, number 45, John Spindler. That's the non-starters for the Nashville Hornets. For the non-starters for the Spring Valley Hall Red Devils, a 5'11" junior, number 10, Craig Olson. A 6-foot senior, number 11, David Sharp. A 5'10" junior, number 12, Joe Strait. A 6'2" junior, number 23, Nate Sobin. A 5'11" senior, number 30, Danny Galletti. A 6-foot junior, number 32, Chris Piontek. A 6'4" junior, number 33, Derek Baird. A 6'2" junior, number 35, Adam Curran. A 6-foot senior, number 40, Mike Spoonmore. And a 6'1" junior, number 42, Kevin Wilson. And now let's meet the starting lineups for the quarterfinal game. At a forward for Nashville, a 6'3" senior, number 35, Jim Middleton. For Spring Valley, at a forward, a 6'5" junior, number 34, Joey Reed. A Hornets forward, a 6'2" junior, number 21, Andy Gajewski. And for the Red Devils at forward, a 5'11" junior, number 22, Ryan Andres. At center for Nashville, a 6'3" senior, number 42, Lucas Grody. At center for Hall, a 6'7" junior, number 45, Nick Sterling. At a guard for Nashville, a 6-foot sophomore, 23, Brad Fisher. At a guard for Hall, a 6'1" senior, number 5, Eric Bryant. The other guard for Nashville, a 6-foot sophomore, 24, Kelly Cruiser. The other guard is 6'2" junior, number 20, Sean Jepson. Assistant coaches for Nashville, Wayne Hari, Todd Parker, Don Hawkins, and Jim Stein. Darren Lee is coaching.
All right, we're just about set for basketball now. Eric Collins is standing by courtside. He's our other broadcast partner. Eric, what do you got?
Well, Tom, obviously, as you well know, in these big games, experience is the key. Now, neither of these teams have been down to the state basketball Elite Eight in the last couple of years, but Spring Valley Hall definitely has to have the advantage. You see, well, the football team of Spring Valley has gone to the state championships in the last 2 seasons, and wouldn't you know it, for all 5 of the starters on the basketball team, well, they're starters on the football team as well. So obviously, they are battle-tested. We'll see how that translates on the basketball court as the game unfolds. Tom, Dave, back to you.
Let's take a look at our Country Company's insurance starting lineups for Nashville. It's Cruiser and Fisher at the guards. The centers Grote, Middleton, and Gajewski. For Spring Valley, it's Brian Jepson. Remember, watch Jepson. Sterling and Andres and Reed are the forwards. Let's play ball. Our officials, Gary Reed and Kent Hammond.
You look around here, everybody, the electricity's in the building. Everyone's excited. I mean, this is the original March Madness. This is going to be great.
Cappy, one of the great disappointments in my basketball career is that I never made it to state finals, to a state championship arena like this, to the quarterfinals. We lost in the super sectionals in a game I don't think we should have lost to, but we did, to Proviso East my senior year, and it's truly one of the great disappointments in my entire career.
And I believe your school won 104 or 5 games regular season in a row.
Oh.
East Lyden High School.
We've been a good team, but I tell you what, to be able to make it here is outstanding.
Ron Ferguson throwing out the ceremonial opening tip, and he was the coach of maybe the greatest team this state's ever seen, Dalton Thornridge and Quinn Buckner's days.
They were outstanding with Bats and all the other guys. All right, let's jump center. Nashville and Spring Valley, you see some numbers. And Nashville will control the tip. And Caps, let's talk a little bit about early in the game. What you try and get done is man-to-man defense being played by Hall.
Well, for both teams, but especially for Nashville, a young ball club, we talked about, you heard Eric talk about the experience that Spring Valley has in tournament-type play because of the football team. You want everyone to get a touch here. So everyone's comfortable, they're relaxed. It's a bigger crowd than they've ever seen before.
Good ball movement. And a nice shot that just wouldn't quite fall. That's Eric Bryant, head coach's son. They'll move the basketball around. Hall's definitely the bigger, stronger team, Caps. And the baseline jumper goes for Nick Sterling.
Nice job by Hall going into the little high-low look, dump it inside to the biggest guy on the floor. He never brought the ball down, got a good, clean 8-footer on the baseline and drilled it.
Hall comes out with a little quick double team at half court. Nashville handles it pretty well. When you play against a bigger team, that ball movement is really important. 4-3. Front of the rim, just short. Hall tries to capitalize down the floor. The lay-in is good. Brian Andres.
Well, Andres released, and nobody rotated back for Nashville. That's got to be a guard's responsibility, but there's got to be communication. You have to talk and say, hey, on a long pass, on a shot to the basket, I'm going to rotate back and pick up my responsibilities. If the one guard can't get there, you've got to communicate to get the job done. There's a great outlet pass. First thing, and you can tell that's taught, look down the floor and see what we have. We can always slow it down, but look down the floor and get that open look. And you know that as a guy who played low post. That was your first thought, trigger the outlet.
You want to see who's down there. You never know. They always say, look at the basket. For 3 from the left side, and it rattles home. Count that one for Kelly Cruiser. So one of their best players comes back with the answer, and it's back to a 1-point game.
Cruiser led the team in scoring 10 times this year. Only a sophomore.
That 3 came up a little short, and strong rebound pulled down. A lot of bumping going on. Fakes the 3, puts it up from 15.
Hey, at the other end of the floor, though, Lucas Grody cleared Nick Sterling out and said, that's my rebound.
Andy Gajewski puts Nashville up for the first time, and a blocking foul called, an offensive foul called. I think that's on Jody Reed.
Yep, they'll get Jody Reed. When you set a screen, you must be stationary, can't stick the elbow, the hip out. You must be a solid, firm screen. He got caught.
It's up to your teammate to make use of you as a screener. Not for you as the screener to make the screen work. There's double dribble called.
You can tell both teams tight right now. They look around. This place is sold out for every session. The crowd's into it. I mean, this is what it's all about. State tournament, Elite 8 basketball.
Both teams with a turnover. Boy, it's nice to have your son as the point guard of the team, isn't it?
Take him home and say, son, here's what we want to do.
And here's why. As a foul is called, a holding call will go. See if that goes on Andy Gajewski.
Eric Bryant, the coach's son, speaking of the point guard, Eric Bryant Jr., he's a 6'1" senior. He averages about 12 points a game, but how about this? He's over 9 assists a game.
Jumper goes in. High archer for Nick Sterling. He's got 4 now, and it's back 6-5. Hall with the lead.
He does a nice job at protecting the ball, keeping it up high and getting his shot off.
Baseline 3 is good from the right corner. I tell you, Nashville's come out and started off pretty hot now.
Well, Hall went to a zone look there. When you make jump shots in the perimeter by attacking gaps, you will bring a team out of a zone very quickly.
Bench, Howler, and work it inside. Fake the shot, fake pass, and throw it away. Good defense put on by Nashville. Hall does a nice job of rotation, a nice job of help defense, but I'm really impressed with what Nashville has done. They move the ball exceptionally well, Caps.
Yeah, they're a team that relies a lot on the perimeter, and they'll give their guards freedom to shoot the ball, as you see there. I mean, that's a deep 3. That's an NBA 3.
Brad Fisher was looking for that one. It just wouldn't fall. And they go back to the strength inside to at least set it up. There's a 3 trying to answer, and he does at the other end. Sean Jepson with his first points.
Well, that's their guy, 6'2" junior, 21.5 points a game, and he has the green light. And Hall's now man-to-man. They come out of that zone real quick when you knock a couple of long trays down.
Corner 3 is good again. 6 points for Kelly Cruiser, and it's 11-9. Nashville with the lead. And David, they are really firing from long range.
And he does not look like a sophomore out there. He is a kid who really is comfortable in this environment, and he steps up and really has a nice job on rotation on his shot.
Answer for the 3. Nope. And a rebound foul will be called.
Jody Reed.
Picks up his second. We've got a timeout. 2:37 left in the first period. 11-9. Nashville with the lead over Hall here in the first quarter. 6'2" junior makes it a 16-12 game.
You know, from where we're positioned, we have a chance to hear what Coach Bryant was saying to his club, and he was very animated in the huddle. He's not pleased with their offensive execution.
3 from the left side. Rebound tapped out. Should belong to Nashville, and it does.
Good call. Good call. Hall fans don't like that, but that one's right down here where we're at, and it appeared from that angle to be a good call. Let's see here. It looked like it went off of 40. Looked like it. Off of Spoonmore.
The floor. Jepson stops from 10 and hits. Nice move. Sean Jepson has stepped it up now, Cappy.
Well, that's the guy that's going to have to step up, and I'm sure he's the guy. When Coach Bryant directed his offensive criticism between quarters, that was one of the guys. Hey, you're averaging 22 points a game. You've been silent for 8 minutes. Step up now and start really leading us.
He's got 7 of their 14 points. Nashville, a ball club that likes that outside shot, now gets one inside, and the turnaround jumper is good. Brian Pasecki puts it in. Quick move into the lane. Count that one. Spoonmore hits that on the run, his first points, and it's 18-16. And now, David, it looks like both teams have loosened up just a little bit.
Everybody's a little more relaxed. They know they're in a ball game, and it's the same as playing at their high school gym. It's just a lot more people are watching.
From the left side, the 3 goes in.
Zach Borowiak drilled that.
He's got 5, and coming down the floor, how about Jepson? He's got 9 points now, and he has taken over offensively for his team.
See, there are a lot of people that believe it's better to have balance throughout your lineup than one guy who's a dominant scorer, and they're going to get Jepson on the arm. But many people are of the belief that if you have one dominant scorer, if he has a bad night, you're going to lose. As a former coach, I liked having a dominant scorer for a number of reasons. One, I always knew in crunch time, there was one guy that was getting the basketball. Two, if he's hot, the defense has to double and triple team him at times, and that gives other guys better opportunities to score.
Proviak checks out as Kelly Cruiser comes back in for Nashville. Long 3 from the top, rims out, and the rebound chased down and picked up by Gajewski. Quick drive in off the glass, comes up short, rebound tapped and put back up and in. First points for Jim Middleton. And the ball knocked away, kicked out of bounds. It'll belong to Nashville.
Well, contact under the basket at the other end. There are a lot of people that feel you should call a charge there. There are other officials that believe right under the basket they're not going to reward a defender for stepping in and trying to take a charge right under the goal.
Right under the basket. Nice pass. Couldn't quite convert. And the rebound pulled down by Sterling. Eric Bryant will bring it up and try and set his offense. Turnaround jumper rattles out, and the rebound pulled down by Nashville. Boy, they've done a nice job on the boards, although they are outmanned underneath.
One and done right now for Hall.
Gajewski pitches it back on top. In the lane, quick turnaround jumper, back of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, but Sterling right there to pick it up. Sterling has stepped it up a little bit inside on defense, trying to pick up those rebounds.
He's going to have to be a guy that's going to become a much more effective screener as the game goes on. He's the biggest kid, maybe the strongest kid on the floor, and he can also clean up things in the offensive and defensive glass.
The runner goes, count the bucket on the run for Sean Jepson, and he's fouled. He's got 11 of their 20 points.
So here comes Jepson. Good fake. Take it into contact. Get the ball up. He knows the foul's coming. There's no question about the foul. There it is. But he's in the air. The airborne shooter lets it go. Counted and won emphatically by the official.
Andy Gajewski picks up the personal foul, his first. This to make it a 2-point game. He's got 12 now. 4:24 left in the first half. We got a 2-point game. Nashville leads Hall 23-21.
Welcome back to Carver Arena. Now, everyone keeps talking about Hall's experience. Well, Nashville's got the bloodlines. Head coach Darren Lee, well, he's the son of legendary coach David Lee, who's the head coach of McLeansboro. McLeansboro, you may remember, won the state championship back in 1984, led by Brian Sloan, Illinois Player of the Year. Tom, back to you.
Well, I think when you get into these places, you'll find a lot of experience for both sides, but that's an interesting story about Coach's son. From the right side, the 3, back of the rim, Jepson tapped it, and it's going to be Hall basketball.
That may have been a little bit too quick a shot. You've got a guy like Jepson who's obviously percolating right now. He's on a roll. Get him the basketball as many times as you can in the scoring area.
Good screen from the baseline on the set play. Couldn't get it, but a foul called on the rebound. And the way Hall is reacting, it must be on Nick Sterling. Yep, it is. Sterling called for the push, his first.
Key, as you know, Tom, when you go to rebound, you must first find the body, block off the body, and then go get the basket.
Right. Cappy, I think the thing you and I've talked about is that you can let a ball bounce if you block out well enough. Everybody blocks out. Let the ball bounce and then go get it. But block out first and catch the ball first. That's what Kelly Cruiser's thinking. I got to catch it first, don't I?
Got to hang on to the basketball first.
What a great game.
Zone look out of Nashville.
Inside, the jumper comes up a little short. Fight for the rebound, and Jepson hustles down into the other corner to pick it up. He was in one corner, came back, and then unfortunately they throw it away. And Eric Bryant, the point guard, is hollering at him. He's saying, hey, I'll come get it from you. If you're in trouble, hold on to the ball. You see him?
He's fired up. Get me the ball. I'll take care of it. I'd rather pass than score anyway.
All with 9 turnovers. Nashville's taking a little bit better care of the ball. Fisher started to penetrate, now gets it back. Down to the baseline to Middleton, who has really been quiet this game. Spin move and throw it away. Picked off by Andres. Ahead, Bryant in the lane, hit the side of the backboard. And Nashville brings it right back up the floor. Cruiser gets it back. He'll take that 3.
Bury that 3. That kid, I'm telling you what, is a prime-time player. 11 points a game. He has really showed me a lot of experience for a sophomore.
Well, he's already got 9 points on 3 3-pointers. From the top, trying to answer, it just wouldn't fall. And the rebound pulled down. Middleton with the rebound, kicks it out, and Brad Fisher brings it up for the Hornets of Nashville. Ball knocked away. Good defense played by Jepson. He brings it down and lays it in. He is doing it all for the Red Devils right now. He has 14 of their 23 points.
But you notice as soon as the turnover was evident, boom, he was gone. Down to the other end of the floor, and his guys are taught. You look down the floor, and they found him for the easy deuce.
Gajewski. Crowd wanted a violation. You and I have seen a lot of different basketball from the NBA, major college. They're much more fun than this, where the whole town turns out and just loves their team. This is great.
Tom, we were walking over here and I was talking to somebody and you said he's a little happy today. He's doing the state tournament. And this is to me the ultimate. This is outstanding.
Eric Bryant will bring it up. His ball club trailing by 3. Inside, the ball deflected. Nashville comes up with it.
Down to 1 minute left here in the first half. If I'm Nashville now, I let everybody get a touch. Let's really feel like we're in sync as we're going into the locker room and then get ourselves a good clean look. No need to rush. Take the first. That's a good shot. You don't have to take a bad shot.
Hall coming out further and further defensively. On the right side, Gajewski is the guy as they keep the ball on the other side. There he is right here. Gajewski's the guy they'd kind of forgotten about.
Well, everybody knows where Cruiser is now. Clock down to 25 seconds. I like this strategy by Nashville.
That's Cruiser. I don't think he'll shoot it from there, though. 16 seconds left. Now they start to move it into shooting territory. Cruiser's down in the other corner. See if they penetrate and dish to him. 7 seconds. 6. Inside. Look for Cruiser in the lane. The fall away is good. And that'll do it.
Real nice job by Nashville. The way they orchestrated the final 65 seconds. They walked into the locker room with a 5-point lead, but at the worst, it would have been a 3-point lead. They took care of the ball. It said, if we score, we score. If not, we know after 16 minutes, we've got a lead.
Lucas Grody with the basket. Let's go back over to Eric Collins. Eric?
Thanks, Tom. We're here with Darren Lee. Darren, Nashville, you guys are up by, oh, geez, you guys are up by 5 now. You happy with your performance in the first half?
Well, we've done a lot of the things we want to do defensively. Jepson's really gave us some problems there. We've done a nice job on the big kids. We've had a few too many turnovers on the front of their zone there. They picked us from behind, and we're going to have to cut that down to do a little better job in the second half here.
Well, thank you, Darren. Thanks for talking to us. We look forward to the second half. Tom, back to you.
As he goes in to talk to his team, we'll take a break. Our team continues here on Sports Channel. When we come back, we'll go back to the studio. Steve Cashel will be there, get you up to date on all the happenings. Nashville leads it at halftime here, 28-23.
Time for second half action. Let's send you back down to Peoria for the call once again. Here's Tom Dorr, David Kaplan. Gentlemen.
All right, thanks again, Cash. And boy, Cappy, I tell you what, it was a great half. It kind of went back and forth. You could feel momentum swinging both ways. As we take a look at the highlights, I think you'll see just exactly that.
Yeah, there were a couple of guys that really stepped up. Sean Jepson finding Ryan Andres for Hall early in the ball game. Nice job on the kick out for the easy deuce. Kelly Cruiser, though, for Nashville, really stepped up and played extremely well. He had 12 first half points, knocking down shots from long range. But it was the Sean Jepson show. I mean, this guy can really flat out play. He had 14 in the first half, and he was all over the place. Offensively, defensively, real good take, finish, nothing but the bottom of the net. Guy used the right hand, the left hand. There's a little scoop inside and get himself 2 more of his 14 points. Kelly Cruiser says, "Oh, answer that for Nashville." Gets a lot of freedom to shoot the basketball. But also, both teams tried to step up the passing lane and make things happen there. Jepson helps create the steal, takes off, goes to the other end of the floor, and then Lucas Grody with the turnaround jump shot to end first half action.
Here's our Ameritech stats. Nashville 11 of 22, Hall 10 of 18. Three-pointers huge, though. 6 of 12 compared to just 1 of 6. See free throws, the 2 of 3 for Hall. Nashville didn't go there. Rebounds about the same. Turnovers and points off a little different. 8 points off the turnovers for Hall, and fouls 10 to 4. We'll take a break, come back, and have our second half of action. 28-23 our score. Nashville with the lead over Spring Valley.
Welcome back to Carver Arena. Now, I just had a chance to talk to Hall head coach Eric Bryant. I asked him if he was surprised that his team shot 56% against the tough defense by Nashville. He said he wasn't surprised. He just said his team needs to control the ball a little bit more, hang on to it, and get more shots so they can continue to shoot that percentage and hopefully add up a couple more points. Tom, back to you.
Nice job. Thank you, Eric. Nashville will have it to start the second half. From the right side for 3. Count that one for Andy Gajewski. He's got 8 points now.
That's the way to come out of the locker room. Get a quick shot and really bury it. I mean, it gives you confidence right away.
There's Jepson. Back of the rim, couldn't get it. Jepson had 14 points in the first half. 11 of those came in the second quarter when he was 5 of 5.
I look for him to dominate the basketball here in the third quarter and see if he can really spark things offensively and find shooters that will be spotted up if indeed he's double going to the basket.
Ball tapped. Hall has stepped it up a little bit defensively, and there's the tap.
Jepson again.
From the right side, Jepson fakes the 3, now puts up the 3, missed it, rebound tap, and tried to save it. Did he? He did. Nashville had it knocked away, out of bounds. It'll belong now to Hall. Let's take a look at our leading scorers from the first half. Jepson, as I said, with 11 in the second quarter. Sterling had 4. Cruiser had 12, and 2 players had 5 points for Nashville.
I really like Sean Jepson. He does it all. Plays defense, he rebounds, he leads his team.
Goes to the basket. Tried to come up and pick it up, and he picks up the foul. Now see, Cappy, that's kind of a frustration foul. Well, coaches will tell you there's 2 kinds of mistakes. There's the aggressive mistake, and there's the second mistake, which is a mental mistake, and that's more what that was.
No question, Tom. Well put. And the thing is, after he missed the shot, he went over the back trying to get the rebound, didn't have a foul called, and then reached in and committed a foul. And the official said, "I gave you a break once. You get nailed this time."
Eric Bryant called for the blocking foul. That's his first personal.
Look at Eric Bryant there. He's intense. So is Darren Lee, but we're right down here toward the Hall bench where we're positioned.
Oh, man.
He is intense.
His son goes flying by. Lob pass inside, looking for Middleton, and a foul called as Middleton was going up to catch the pass.
Real good call. There's the lob entry, and there's no doubt about the contact.
Nick Sterling picks up his second, 3rd team foul now on Spring Valley Hall High School, the Red Devils. And a 5-second count called against Nashville.
That was the first time today, whether it was in a half-court set or in a baseline out-of-bounds play, that Nashville failed to move. They had guys standing around. Darren Lee not happy.
There's Jepson. Good pass inside. That's a nice entry pass to Jody Reed.
Joey Reed is very talented inside 3-4 feet from the basket. Not a great perimeter player, but there just out-muscled everybody for the hoop.
Quick pass goes inside. Deflected. Bryant lost it, but they get it right back. Nick Sterling there to pick it up. 31-25. Nashville's pretty well led throughout this ball game. The runner won't go. Rebound pulled down by Gajewski. Up the floor. Middleton stops. Pitches it across. Baseline. And again, good defense put on by Hall. Here's the three from the right side that rims out. Rebound in the lane, put up. Nashville wanted goaltending. They don't get it, but instead of foul goes on Nick Sterling. They'll call him for the body.
Well, Eric Bryant cannot be happy with that play right down there, that whole sequence, because that was just effort on the behalf of Nashville. Look how hard they're working. Look at that. 3 blue shirts, and they keep outworking the biggest guy on the floor. Sterling inside the biggest guy, but where are the white shirts? They got to work a little bit harder and get a body on somebody.
Sterling comes out. He picks up his 3rd personal foul. You go to the line. 32-25 now.
Did you know, as we look at Nashville, that settlers came to the area, to Nashville, due to the fertile soil for farming?
I didn't. I did know that Gajewski has 10 points.
It's a good trade-off.
You're amazing. 33-25 now our score. Quick three from Jepson, and that may not have been the shot that they wanted. They get the rebound. It won't go. Loose inside, and a foul called as Joey Reed goes up. He gets fouled. Jepson may have taken that shot a little quick, David, in a little traffic, instead of what he'd done earlier, which was take the easy shot, but they get the offensive putback.
Hall has got to come down the floor, and if the break isn't there and their secondary break that they run is not there, set the thing up and see if they can get Jepson a real good look at the basket, or dump the ball inside and use their tremendous size advantage and strength advantage. Because you look at how physical Spring Valley Hall is as compared to Nashville, it should be inside, at least in this game, no contest, but Nashville's outworking.
Reed missed them both, and Nashville right there for the rebound. Push it up the floor. Loose ball. And Joey Reed, who just missed the 2 free throws, is there to pick it up. Here's Jepson. And Nashville has obviously talked at halftime about trying to keep better tabs on Jepson. Inside. Baseline turnaround jumper, and you do what's easy, and Joey Reed has found a little niche now.
That's a no-brainer. You've got to take advantage of that strength, and that kid is physical.
He picked up his dribble. Now they get it across the timeline. Inside, got it, counted, and the foul as well. Jim Middleton puts it in. The basket will count, and he'll go to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
Nice job taking care of the basketball. You attack pressure to score, and that's exactly what they did. They attacked the pressure, drove it right to the goal. There's the hoop, and there's the arm. Boom.
Eric Bryant picks up his 2nd personal foul. Middleton with just 5 points. And
can get Jepson a real good look at the basket, or dump the ball inside and use their tremendous size advantage and strength advantage. Because you look at how physical Spring Valley Hall is as compared to Nashville, it should be inside, at least in this game, no contest, but Nashville's outworking.
Reed missed them both, and Nashville right there for the rebound. Push it up the floor. Loose ball. And Joey Reed, who just missed the 2 free throws, is there to pick it up. Here's Jepson. And Nashville has obviously talked at halftime about trying to keep better tabs on Jepson. inside. Baseline turnaround jumper, and you do what's easy, and Joey Reed has found a little niche now.
That's a no-brainer. You've got to take advantage of that strength, and that kid is physical.
He picked up his dribble. Now they get it across the timeline. Inside, got it counted, and the foul as well. Jim Middleton puts it in. The basket will count, and he'll go to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
Nice job taking care of the basketball. You attack pressure to score, and that's exactly what they did. They attacked the pressure, drove it right to the goal. There's the hoop, and there's the arm. Boom.
Eric Bryant picks up his second personal foul. With just 5 points, and we got a timeout. 4:37 left in the third. Nashville starting to pull away. They lead Hall 36-27. Welcome back to Peoria. Nashville leads Hall 36-27. And Caps, what has Hall got to do to get back into this?
They have to realize that there's an eternity left. 4:37 here in the third quarter, plus the fourth. You don't have to make it all up at one time. You don't have to take three-point shots unless they're good, clean looks. Look inside, utilize your size advantage, and try and get things off the dribble drive, which is what they just tried to do there. Eric Bryant on the dribble drive to the basket. And you spot up a guy like a Sean Jepson. You look at Joey Reed on the low block, and you start to utilize your strengths. Nashville has to take care of the basketball.
Lucas Grody picks up his first foul as Eric Bryant will trigger it in for Hall. And boy, they get it right back in his hands. He calls out the screen. He says, set that screen for me. I want this three. Well, it was a little short. Intercepted. Nice play defensively by Spoonmore in the lane. Jepson got it, and he is fouled, and he is pumped up as well.
Nice job by Jepson. They caught a break on a bad air ball shot. They come back defensively and get it done. Real good catch. Get it up and score it. Got good hands.
Middleton picks up the foul. That's his third personal as Jepson makes the free throw.
All
Jepson
going with full
17.
court pressure.
It's Cruiser, who started out very hot, now has kind of calmed down a little bit. From the left side, 16-footer back of the rim, no good, and Jepson right there for the rebound. Quick pass goes inside, Reed back to Bryant. Good ball movement. Bryant for three, back of the rim, fight for the rebound, and a rebound foul should be called on Mike Spoonmore.
That's two shots out of Eric Bryant. One an air ball, one missed badly. He's the guy that needs to have the ball in his hands, but he's got to also remember he's an extension of the coach on the floor. He's got almost 10 assists a game this season. Find your guy, Jepson.
Good ball movement. Cruiser from 15, back of the rim, and a rebound push-off. Looked like it had gone on Lucas Grody, and I think it will. That's his first. Hall with a chance to cut it to a 4-point Nashville lead.
Well, Hall's got a great contingent of fans here. They are fired up.
Bryant looks for Jepson. This would cut it to three, and it does. A three from Jepson from the corner. He's got 20 of his team's 33 points. Nashville needs a basket in the worst way, and a blocking foul will be called on Joey Reed. That's his third personal.
Jepson, a primetime scorer. Here comes Eric Bryant. He says, I was listening. I'll get it to my main guy. Open, clean look, and he buries it.
Kelly Cruiser. There you see the Spring Valley run, 8-0 in the last 2 minutes. Cruiser started to come out, now stays in. Middleton hits the first. Points for Middleton. Offensive rebound fought for. It will go out of bounds and belong to Nashville.
Nashville stopped running their offense here the last 4 or 5 minutes. The first half they did such a wonderful job at distributing the ball, moving the ball. You win by passing, not by dribbling. They've stopped passing and running their offense.
Eric Bryan will pick up the personal foul. He didn't like the call. The official watches him very closely. David, that's his third personal.
Eric turned right to his dad. He says, what? What did I do? You cannot make physical contact out on the perimeter with the ball handler and try and shove that ball handler, in essence, which way you want him to go.
Brad Fisher goes to the line. He's got 3 points so far. Eric Collins is standing by. What's up, Eric?
Well, Tom, you guys are talking about the Hall fans. They were allotted over 1,100 tickets. They sold them all. There's only a town of 5,000 people in Spring Valley. So 1 out of every 5 people from Spring Valley, well, they're here at Carver Arena. Pretty big crowd, huh?
That's a great crowd, and I tell you what, that's what the support is. So much fun to be a part of the Class A and AA tournament. That'll be next weekend here on Sports Channel. Good pass inside. Nice ball fake. Comes up underneath. Got it. Count it, and he's fouled. Good play by Joey Reed, who here in the third quarter, David, has really come alive for his team.
Well, that's exactly what this team needed to do, was look at Jepson when he gets opportunities on the perimeter and then go inside to this guy. He's strong. He's a horse. Look at that. There's 4 blue shirts in the picture there, and he finds a way to knife through, get the hoop and the harm. Real nice job inside by Joey Reed.
Jim Middleton's got to come out now. He's got 4 personal fouls. He's been quiet today, Cap. It hasn't worked very well for him.
That's a big loss to go to the bench because he's your real legitimate scorer inside.
Reed with 7 now. 3 of those Middleton fouls are this quarter.
And here comes the trap again.
Down the floor, inside. Oh, what a big basket for Andy Gajewski. And we talk about people stepping up. Andy Gajewski has been one of those.
And you attack again the pressure to score, and that's what they did.
Bryant comes inside, had it blocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Hall. 2:15 left in the third period, 41-36. For 3, back of the rim, rebound fought for, and Nashville comes away with it. Fisher pushes it ahead. Cruiser tried to make the move, and the foul will be called on Joey Reed. Reed called for the move, and Nick Sterling will check back in.
The problem that Hall's running into with this gambling, pressing type defense is Nashville's taking the ball to the basket. When you do that against bigger, slower guys, you are going to cause foul situations. Now you have to take Joey Reed out, who's an important cog offensively here in the half-court sets that Hall runs. I like what Nashville's doing, attacking the basket.
He's got 13 now. Cruiser, a guy that had the great start. There you see, pretty good free throw shooter. Missed that one, but the offensive rebound pulled down. For 3 from the corner. Nope. Rebound fought for. Jump ball. Alternate possession will go to Nashville. Check that. I thought it was Nashville. It's going to be Hall's basketball. 42-36, a 6-point game. Nashville tried a couple times to pull away, but they just haven't been able to quite get it accomplished.
Well, Hall did a good job at running their half-court sets. We'll see what they do here.
Couldn't get it. Rebound fought for. Put back up and in. Strong play by Adam Curran, who's checked in.
Adam Curran is a fired-up cat out there.
And an offensive foul called on Broviak. And it'll be Hall basketball. The Red Devils with a chance to cut it to a 2-point lead.
there's a trap there. You cannot lower your shoulder. Good call. The official's right on top of it. Adam Curran, who's in the ball game for Hall, when they introduced the non-starters for the game, he's out there chest bumping everybody. He was getting the whole team revved up. This guy's fired up. He's a physical, tough kid.
Good steal. Broviak committed the foul, then comes back with a steal. Get it back. Long three comes up short, but Curran comes down with a rebound. Check that. Cruiser comes down with a rebound.
Nashville's just outworking everybody right now.
For three from the left side. Hit the top. Tapped around. Loose. Out of bounds. It will belong to Hall. Well, I tell you, the Red Devils have certainly had their chances.
Well, Eric Bryant Jr., the point guard, the guy with the ball right now, his shot isn't there right now. He needs to look at other opportunities and get Jepson involved. They take him for a while, they ride him, and then they forget about him.
He puts up the three here and rattles it home.
That's the guy you got to get the basketball to.
It's a one-point game here in Peoria. Cruiser brings it up. Nashville runs that wide set. Oh, what an outstanding game. Good defensive pressure. Hornets take their time. They want the last shot of the quarter. Fisher makes the move. Top of the circle. Cruiser. Nice pass underneath. Got it. Got it at the buzzer. Andy Gajewski does it as the buzzer sounds. We've got a three-point game. 44-41. Nashville holds on to the lead.
Friday night's IHSA Boys Class A basketball quarterfinal games will be shown locally on Sports Channel Plus. Here are the listings where you can find Sports Channel Plus on your local cable system. Please call your local cable company with any questions.
Back to Carver Arena here in Peoria, and caps to end the third quarter was quite a finish for Nashville.
Well, Nashville did a good job again running their offense. There's a lot of contact on the final basket, but here's the pass. I like that as a no call. I know Eric Bryant, the coach of Hall High School, doesn't. I like that as a no call. Let the guys decide it, not the officials. I like that.
Andy Gajewski, who made that basket, has 14 points, had 11 of them in the third quarter.
Eric Bryant used the us against them in the time and the between quarters talk with his team. He said, hey guys, we're getting no breaks. It's us against everybody. We've got to be tougher and fight through it.
And a 5-second call and a timeout immediately. Nashville wants a timeout right now. 7:35 left. 44-41. Nashville has the lead. Two leading scorers for their teams. Jepson 9 of 14, 3 of 6 from long range. Cruiser for Nashville 13 points, 4 of 9, but 4 of 7 from three-point range. So you can tell he's done the job from long range.
Both these guys will be back next year. Cruiser only a sophomore, Jepson a junior. A very, very talented underclassmen.
And basically two young teams. You talk about the two ball clubs.
You look at the rosters here, 11 juniors on the Spring Valley Hall Club, so very good chance they could be back here a year from now. And you look at the number of sophomores on the Nashville team. I think they have 7 sophomores on the roster.
Again, Nashville having a little trouble. Now, David, what somebody taught me a long time ago about basketball was when they're playing the ball and playing the half-court stripe like this, what you're going to find open will be the basket. This time, Bryant with the steal, brings it down, takes it in with the left hand, can't get it. Rebound foul is called. Adam Curran was there to pick up the miss, tried to make it, couldn't, but the foul is called.
Here comes the steal. Nice job by Eric Bryant. Take it to the basket. Now he's looking for the foul. Look, knows there's going to be contact. Really wasn't any contact. He was so concentrated on the foul coming that he missed the layup. But a good job by Curran on the follow.
Cruiser picks up his third personal foul with 7:12 left. Curran's first hits the back iron.
Paul is 4 of 8 at the line so far in the game. Nashville 7 of 9.
Second one falls in. It's back to a 2-point game. 44-42. Oh, and Nashville just does escape there. Good penetration. Shot comes up a little short. But again, a key offensive rebound. They pull it down. Middleton got that one. That's Jim Middleton with it in the corner. Goes inside, and traveling will be called. A chance for the Red Devils of Hall, David, to tie the game.
Big possession at the 6:47 mark of the fourth quarter. Come down and go to your strengths, whether it's Jepson or dive it inside to one of your big guys, but don't take the first available three-point shot unless it's a wide open shot for Jepson, your best perimeter player.
Just wouldn't fall, but Curran right there with the offensive rebound. Off the glass, no, and the rebound this time pulled down by Grody. 2 opportunities for Hall. They just can't quite put it in. This would be a big three, but it's very short. And the rebound pulled down by Nick Sterling. And Sterling looks back at the official and said he's holding my arm. Well, this is the guy I would expect right here to take the shot. Play number 1. That's play number 1, and it came off a little short. Up the floor. He gets it right back. Good crossover move with the left hand, wouldn't fall. Curran there, put it back up and in. And we've got a tie ball game in Peoria.
I tell you, this Curran kid, he just goes out and he just plays hard.
Cruiser comes right down. Nice dish off, puts it up, and the foul called. As Andy Gajewski went up for the shot, he was fouled.
There's the dribble drive to the basket. Good no call. That is not a charge, and there's the foul right there.
Spoonmore's second.
There's the little hang in the air flip. If that goes, that's prime time. But there's Curran. Outworks 4 blue jerseys and comes up with the offensive stick back. Adam Curran, a 6'2 junior.
Gajewski will go to the line now. He's got 14 points, chance to give his team the lead back.
Tom, did you know that all 5 starters for Nashville High School, all 5 honor students? That's what it's all about.
That's big time, isn't it?
That's why they call them student athletes. You're a student first and an athlete second. I wish everybody thought that way.
Rebound pulled down by Sterling. Now Hall can take the lead. The Red Devil cheering section on their feet as they do take the lead. Nick Sterling with the power move inside. Fisher brings it up the floor, goes inside. Offensive foul, no basket. Darren Lee wanted the block instead. The official says offensive foul. Gajewski called for the personal.
All right, you make the call. It comes into your living room. Here's the dribble drive. 1 dribble. That's a tough call to make, but I think the official made the right call there. That is the hardest call in basketball for an official.
Jepson, who's been quiet here in the second half, but his teammates have picked him up. Now he clears it out. Let me play, he said. Back inside they go. Reed had a good third quarter. Inside. Got it. Joey Reed, and they have gone inside to a power game, and it's made all the difference for them.
Tom, that was the key. Utilize your strengths. If they're going to pick up Jepson, utilize the size advantage you have inside.
It's a 4-point Hall lead, and Nashville wants a timeout. Timeout Nashville, and the Hall fans are going crazy. 4:28 left. We got a 4-point game. Hall with the lead. Welcome back. Hall leads Nashville 48-44. Eric Collins is standing by. What's up, Eric?
Well, Tom, something we need to pay attention to going on the stretch of the game. Both these teams have taken different paths to get here to the Elite Eight. Now, Nashville has played a lot of close games. They actually needed overtime in the regional semifinals to beat Oakville, and they actually needed they just beat Breeze Central by 1 point in the regional finals. Now, on the other hand, Hall has played nothing but blowouts. Actually, they've averaged 19 points. That's their winning margin in their 5 games they've played so far. So we'll have to take close note of that as we go down the stretch and this game gets tighter and tighter. Tom, Dave.
4 minutes, 28 seconds left. It's 48-44. Hall High School from Spring Valley has come back to take the lead. They've had a great third quarter. And they finally do. There's a back court that I think they might have missed, David.
They definitely did miss an over and back call there.
Quick pass goes inside. Middleton forces the shot, couldn't get it. And Bryant, the point guard right there, gives it back to Jepson.
I'd want the ball in that guy's hands.
Yeah,
the game on the line.
A lot right now. He is a player. Bryant turns and looks. They bring Reed across. Flash post inside. Blocked inside. Loose ball picked up and put in by Nick Sterling. It's been size in the second half, and especially the fourth quarter. 8 points now for Sterling. Long three. Rattles home. Brad Fisher with a huge three for his ball club. He's got 8, and it's back to a 3-point lead with just under 3.5 remaining.
Yep. Hall needs to dive the ball down to the low block now and continue to use that size, or let their main man take it to the basket.
Sean Jepson with 25 points. His team leads it 52-47. Penetration, go right to the basket, and a foul call. They'll call that one on Joey Reed. And I think that may be 5 on Joey Reed.
That will hurt. There's the drive. And there's the foul.
He leaves with 9 points. That hurts because he really, Cappy, in the third quarter and here in the fourth, had played very well.
He's the guy that got him back in the game with 3 big-time moves on the low block.
Baird, a 6'4" junior, will come in.
He averages 3 points per ball game.
We're tied at 44 a while ago. It's 52-47. The last time before that, David, that's when the game started.
You know, we told you about Nashville and about the community. Spring Valley Hall was developed, Tom, as a mining community. Founded 1886.
Were you there?
Just a little after.
Soon after. I understand. Broviak with 6 points now, and it's 52-48. Brian Jepson had a little problem. Brian says, hey, you get on the floor. I'll handle the ball. And I'll find you with it, which he has. Baird wanted it. Instead, it's Jepson. Oh, great pass. What a big-time play. The shot just would not fall, and the rebound pulled down by Cruiser.
The more I watch Sean Jepson, this guy is prime time. Unselfish, handles it, defends, hits perimeter shots.
Good ball movement. Back for the three, and it is good for Kelly Cruiser. Things had been quiet for a while. He's got 16 now, and Caps, it's a one-point game.
Sophomore hit the shot, turned to his team and said, "Come on, guys."
Baird gets it inside, kicks it back to Sterling. On top, Jepson. Bryant goes back door, gives it back. Jepson for three. Back of the rim, rebound loose, picked up by Nashville. Brody with the rebound, double team, calls timeout.
Smart call. That is definitely keeping your cool.
We have a minute 33, Caps, right here. A minute 33 left, a one-point game. Hall trailed almost throughout. They've come back to take the lead. Nashville with a couple back-to-back threes. In fact, they've scored the last 5 points. And here's the last one. Nashville's cut it to a one-point game.
Well, Cruiser, I mean, that's an NBA three.
Yeah.
And he turned squared, and what you do, you call shoulders over your toes, so your whole body's in line. You're not all over the place. And look at the excitement on his face as he turned to exhort his teammates on. That was a pretty shot, real good form, follow through on the shot, and he nailed it. Tell you what, as the coaches here, there you look at the Nashville huddle. This is what the early morning practices, Saturdays and Sundays away from your family, this is what it's all about.
Running and lifting weights during the summer and all the time that you spend.
Your wife says, "Can we spend some time tonight?" Nope, I've got to watch a little tape. I've got to go meet with the guys. I got to open the gym for open gym in August, because you dream of the opportunity of being right here in a big-time ball game. That's what. Tell me how many times you were in your driveway. Tom Doyle rolls to the basket to win a state tournament game. This is what it's all about.
Every day. I say that if it snowed, it didn't matter. I was there every day.
It's the motivation.
Well, now what a scenario. A minute and a half left. Nashville has the basketball with a chance to take the lead. That's Fisher with it inside Middleton. He's been good all year. Can't get that one. And the strong rebound pulled down by Jepson. I don't know who sells the popcorn at Hall, but Jepson might have a hand in doing that too.
Now, we're going to see Eric Bryant with the ball in his hands a lot in this situation. If you are Nashville, do you want to get Hall on the foul line as quickly as you can, or do you gamble and go for the steal? Me, I want to get him to the line.
I do too, because I like Bryant, the coach's son, and Jepson as good ball handlers. Timeouts left. Spring Valley with 4, Nashville with just 1. The foul situation is not good for either team. Bryant hits the first.
What a point guard has to do. Handle the basketball, distribute it, and when you have the ball in your hands with the game on the line, you've got to make free throws.
His second and third points of the game. 54-51. We've got 1 minute left. Quarterfinal number 1. If the weekend is this good, this will be great basketball, as it sure is today. There's a long three back of the rim. Middleton can't track it down. Bryant with it, gets it ahead to Jepson. Bryant, they're forced to foul right away. There's no shot clock, David, in high school basketball. And the Hall fans start to celebrate.
Well, this big free throws right here. Point guard just nailed 2. Got a big grin on his face as you look at the Nashville bench. Guys have battled hard all year long. Super bonus for both sides.
One more for Bryant. Now it's a 2-possession game, 55-51.
I go for the 2 here if I'm Nashville, unless I've got a wide open 3. No need to risk taking a bad shot. Get the best shot you can. You got time.
In the lane. Oh, what a pretty move. Kelly Cruiser with 18. foul Jepson, and they reach in and do foul with 17.3 seconds left and a 2-point game.
This is not the guy that you want at the line. He's been there 116 times coming in here. 82% at the line.
Missed the first, so now even if he makes the second, Nashville can tie with a 3, and David, as you know, they can hit the threes. He almost missed them both, and we've got a timeout. What a story. 17.3 seconds left. 56-53. Paul with the lead.
All right, Nashville's going to have to get themselves, unless they get a fast layup and gamble that they can get an opportunity, they're going to have to take a 3. 17.3 seconds left. There are coaches who will go for the 2 here in this situation because they believe that they'll get opportunities down the road.
Let's listen into the coach.
Put the water down. If you're in a press, you look right now. Hey, if they're in a press, look to get it to Brad. Brad, slide at it. Now, we're going to go. Brad, you're here. Zach, Kelly, Brad, look to penetrate. Watch Jimmy on the baseline. Look to get a 2. Get a 2. Get it in the hole. Ball timeout. If we kick it out, we'll get a 3. All right? Jimmy, you're on the baseline. Look to drive. Come on, guys. Let's go. Good.
Interesting thing that you saw in the diagram there, what Darren Lee has done. He's going to have a guy with a dribble drive opportunity to the basket. If a layup is there, they can take it. If not, you're going to see a big guy step up, screen, and send a shooter to the corner and get a clean look. The easiest threes to hit, corners and top of the key.
Fisher starts to penetrate, goes right side. Penetration, short 2 is good. With 8.7 seconds left, it's back to a 1-point ball game.
I like that, Tom. There are coaches that say you go for the 3 there. I like when you go for the 2 because, as I was saying before when we went to the huddle, you get opportunities down the road. There are still 8.7 seconds left. You should be able to get the foul in. Even if they make both free throws, you still have an opportunity to tie it with a 3. And if they miss one, a deuce ties it. I like that move. I think that's good because you're not going to be as contested on the 2 as you would be on the 3.
8.7 seconds remain. 56-55. The Nashville crowd following their cheerleaders. The Hall crowd will be doing the same. You can see the Nashville huddle. They're discussing what they want. Here's the Red Devil side, all huddled around their head coach, Eric Bryant. And David, if you're Eric Bryant now, what do you tell your ball club at this time out?
Well, he wants to move the basketball. He just told his guys he doesn't want any dribbling. Move the ball. As soon as you catch it, boom, gone. Which means you have to be looking down the floor as the pass is coming to you. Catch it and boom, get rid of it. So that you don't give Nashville the opportunity to foul. He also has to be very concerned here about getting the ball in bounds. So I would look for Adam Curran to try and go over and set a screen for Sterling and see if they can get him as a release man.
Looking to get it in bounds, and they need a timeout. Nashville up hollering for the 5-second count, and David, it had to be very close.
And you get 5 seconds, but once you get to 4, they will not grant the timeout.
8.7 seconds left. We'll come back and finish this one off. 8.7 seconds left. 56-55. This is what a state tournament is really, truly all about. A one-point ball game, great fans, great town support for both sides. And what a fun atmosphere. And David, again, what coach tell his team? Same thing?
Well, no, what he's going to try and do here, they're trying to keep the ball out of Sterling's hands. He was open on that inbounds, but they wanted him as a last possible resort. He's a guy that can't make free throws. He's not a good shooter, so he's out of the ball game now. They've got Nate Sobin in the game. He's an 80% shooter. Eric Bryant, a 70% shooter. And Jepson, as we told you before, 82%.
Nick Sterling, Adam Curran, both will check back in.
With Curran coming back into the game, you notice I like what Eric Bryant did. He took Curran and Sterling out until the foul was committed as you're looking at Sterling. Nick Sterling is a 52% free throw shooter. Adam Curran, 44%. Those are two guys you do not want handling the ball with the game on the line because they're not free throw shooters.
Now, David, if he makes this one, a 2 can tie it and send it to overtime.
That's why I like what Darren Lee did there.
Second one is good. Nashville needs a deuce. They need it quick. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5. Fisher, length of the floor, double pumped, headed, blocked, out of bounds with 1.4 seconds left. It's Nashville's ball with one final opportunity.
Well, you practice this every day at the end of practice. You work on late game situations. And that's a lot of time. You got a chance to catch it and shoot the basketball.
For the win, it is just short. Spring Valley Hall has advanced by 2 points over the Hornets of Nashville. Brobiak's shot came up just short. What would have been for the win. What a great, great game here in Peoria. The final, Spring Valley Hall, 57. Nashville, 55.
Tom, this is what it's all about. I mean, Zach Brobiak, just a sophomore. He'll be back. Got himself a clean look. And I'll guarantee you, he will be in his driveway when he gets home, shooting that shot again.
Eric Collins standing by with Eric Bryant. Go ahead.
Thanks, Tom. Eric, you got to be honest with me. Where's your heart right now?
I don't know. I think I'm in shock. You know, these guys really came back that second half. You know, I think we got the tempo of the game going our way. Made some great defensive plays and hit some big shots, but, you know, we kind of gave them a chance at the end, but what can I say? It's just a tremendous win. Happy we're going to be playing tomorrow.
In your eyes, what was the turning point of the game? It looked so bleak for a while.
Well, I don't know. We really didn't seem to have a whole lot of enthusiasm there that first half. The second half, I think the press picked us up. We were able to get our tempo going a little bit and got some big shots inside from our big guys. Having Joey Reed in foul trouble really hurt us, but Sterling came through big for us. Sean Jepson had a great game, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just kind of out of it right now.
Well, congratulations, Coach. You got 24 hours to relax. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Thank you.
Tom, Dave, back to you.
Well, I think it's unanimous. Sean Jepson was our player of the game. 27 points, David. 10 of 18 from the field, 3 of 8 from three-point range. And not only all of that, when it was a key situation, when they needed a rebound, when they needed a good pass, when they needed a defensive play, he made it.
Yeah, he stepped up and he got the job done. You're right. He got into the passing lane. He looked down the floor. He did so many things. But the key thing that Eric Bryant just said is they went inside and their big guys got him some key points. Those were the big reasons that they came back and won the game. They dominated 3 feet from the basket. Take your hat off to Nashville. They played a whale of a ball game with 9 sophomores on the roster, 7 at seed time. This team will be back down the road, but Spring Valley Hall's got 24 hours to relax and get ready to play again.
They say in tournament play you have 2 things you have to do. Number 1 is survive. Number 2 is advance. Spring Valley Hall did just that as they win it here this afternoon. What a ball game. 57-55. We've got lots more coming up. If you like the first game, we've got 3 more coming your way. Spring Valley holds on to win 57-55 over the Hornets of Nashville. Wow, what a ball game. How about our Pepsi play of the game? And since this guy did just about everything else, it's Jepson.
There you go, the dribble drive, get himself into the lane, hang in the air, show the athletic ability. Boom. That kid is really got to be feeling good right now because he did all the things necessary to lead his team to victory.
Well, we'll find out because Eric Collins is standing by with Sean Jepson right now. Go ahead, Eric.
Thanks, Tom. Sean, huge game out of you. Did you just decide to turn it on in the quarter number 3, or what happened out there with the whole team?
I think we came out with a lot more intensity in the second half. I don't know if we got down on ourselves a little bit in the first half. We were down, I think, there by 7 or 9 points, and we knew we had to get something together really quick.
The question needs to be asked. Normally, you're an 80% free throw shooter. Down the stretch, you clank 2 out of 4. What's going through your head?
I don't know. I thought I didn't go up nervous. I wasn't nervous at the line. The one was off to the right, and the other one I left short, so I don't know. I made the one that kept us up, so.
Yeah, you guys are in the next round. That's the big thing. Now, what are you going to do the next 24 hours? You're going to stick around here? What's going on?
Yeah, we're going to watch the next game and see who we play, and then go back to the hotel and relax, get some energy for tomorrow. We're going to have a big day ahead of us.
All right, Sean, we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Congratulations once again.
Thanks.
Tommy, back to you.
Well, thanks, Eric. What a great ball game for Sean Jepson. And Cappy, you and I said it a number of times. What a great basketball game overall.
Yeah, when you put together March Madness and the people with the IHSA do such a wonderful job, you couldn't diagram a better game. Comes right down to the final possession, a shot in the air that would have been a buzzer-beating victory. This was the whole package. A great crowd, both communities well represented. Tom, this was an honor and a lot of fun to be able to work with you and do this game. This was tremendous.
Oh, I agree. It was an awful lot of fun. You got to give Nashville a lot of credit. They came out strong. They hit a lot of three-pointers at the start of the ball game, but then it seemed like you mentioned they stopped moving a little bit, and I think Spring Valley started to get a little bit more aggressive defensively, and offensively they started to go inside, and that made a huge difference because that size advantage finally started to show.
Well, it got them better shot opportunities. It got Nashville into foul trouble. It wore them down physically. And then when you tried to double and triple the post inside or give a zone look to help out inside, you got Sean Jepson, who's just bombing from everywhere. 27 points, a couple of real key assists inside, some big steals, a big rebound late in the ball game. They had the whole thing working today. Foul trouble could be a problem for them if they get foul trouble tomorrow like they did today.
Ready to catch your breath a little bit?
Ready.
Oh, I sure am too. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Steve Cashel will be here. A great game in number 1. Spring Valley Hall defeats Nashville 57-55.
I remember how much fun it was and how it was just a focal point, not just of my team, but of the whole school and the whole community at Leiden where I went to school. It was so much fun because that's all people talked about was our team and about who we were playing, how many tickets can you get and where you're going to sit and how you're going to drive there and the whole bit. That's all people talked about all week long before the regionals, before the sectionals and the super sectionals. It was the atmosphere, I think, that makes it.
This week on Bull Sox Underground, some of the best games in the NBA season are played right here at a Bulls practice. Get an inside look when we go underground in the Birdo Center, the state-of-the-art facility that provides a fitting home for the world champs. Underground. Meet catcher Chad Kruder, a spring training diamond in the rough for the Sox. Plus, Tom Waddle brings you the latest news and much more. Bull Sox Underground, Sunday night at 7 on Sports Channel.
So the Hawks and the Wings in a big one tonight. Now let's send you back to the studios with Jim and Murray.
Hey, it's Ben and Dale! Oh! Hey! What's going on? I just want to say that you guys are just about the best announcers ever. Awesome.
Aren't these the guys that got bounced out of Maple Leaf Gardens last night?
Totally. We were... No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw you guys with your shirts over your heads yelling you were a big Chief Blackhawk.
No, that
must have been somebody.
I saw that guy.
Yeah, we'll take care of him before you.
Oh,
sure you did.
Security.
Steve Cashel back here in our Sports Channel studios. So Spring Valley Hall is the first Class A team to advance in this, the IHSA Class A boys basketball tournament. They take on a winner of Madison and Normal U High tomorrow. great game. Now for some more final thoughts, let's bring back Eric Collins down in Peoria. Eric, question for you. Big benefit right here to Spring Valley Hall, right? Because they actually have about 24 hours to relax and be prepared for tomorrow's game, unlike the other teams, which time is going to be cut because they have yet to play.
Yeah, as we saw last weekend and the weekend before in the girls' basketball championships, you need as much rest as possible. A lot of times it affects your game plan. A lot of times we saw last week, at least in the girls' championships, that in the first half, a lot of the teams would play a little bit more of a slower game plan than they normally played because they were conserving energy just in the chance that if they made it to the next round later in the day, they would need as much strength as possible. So obviously a big advantage for Hall that they're able to, actually they're going to stay here right now and watch this game, but then later on they can go home and relax and collect their thoughts and get ready refreshed for tomorrow's game.
Eric, one other question I've got for you. Set the mood for me, if you will. I know Peoria's wanted to have this tournament so badly now, and they've had it for a couple of years. And I know they have a carnival-type atmosphere right alongside in the Civic Center, right next door there in the auditorium. So I know a lot of these teams are from small cities spread throughout the state of Illinois. So I know that it's got to be a great atmosphere for high school basketball, both this weekend and looking for another weekend next weekend.
I'll tell you, Cash, you would not even think that there's a basketball game going on. There's so much activity going around here. This whole Civic Center is used up with different interactive games and different festivities that people can do, places where people can stroll along and buy different things. There's this thing that I got to try. It's a 9-foot basketball hoop that you can go up free of charge, and you can try and bring the rim down. So, you know, nowadays I'm getting a little up in years, so I think I may need to try that just to kind of experience the thrill of my former days. Actually, I couldn't dunk ever, so it never really happened anyway.
I believe that. We'll see if Eric can dunk. We're going to take a timeout right now. We've got plenty more to come here on Sports Channel. IHSA championship coverage of the boys Class A tournament continues with more after this.